Good morning everyone. In the previous lecture we have discussed about the basic structure of Q. Now today in this lecture we will discuss about the operations on Q. So I have already told there are two basic operations, NQ and DQ. NQ is to insert at the rear end. NQ is the insertion operation or inserting an element into the rear end, and DQ is the deleting an element at the from the front end. So implementation of Q using the array. Now the first operation will implement the NQ operation, then the other operations. So you can see here I have taken the array size, that is 10, or the size of the element or the maximum size of the Q is 10, and I have also declared one array named as Q because we are implementing the Q using the array. And initially front is equal to rear is equal to -1. That means there is no element. Front is equal to rear is equal to -1 means there is no element in the Q. Now this is the Q. Now see here, first you have to check the overflow condition. Overflow condition means the array or the Q here is full. If the Q is full, that means that is the overflow condition. You cannot insert a new element, or you cannot NQ another element at the rear end. The condition for this is if rear is equal to size -1. Size is how much? 10. If rear is equal to size -1, that means when you will insert a new element, this rear will be pointing to the last element. Here the last element will be, suppose that is 9. The indexes are from 0 to 9. So rear will point to this one. So if rear is equal to size -1, size is equal to 10, 10 minus 1 is equal to 9. If rear points to 9, that means this is the overflow condition. That means these elements or these locations are full. That means there is some elements here in this Q. Otherwise you can insert the element. In the else part, we have taken one element ELE from the keyboard using the scanf statement, and we have also checked whether front is equal to -1 or not. If front is equal to -1, front and rear is equal to -1. If front is equal to -1, first change that value to 0. That means front will point to this location. Now front will, this is F, that is front will point to 0. That means front is equal to 0. Okay. After doing this, rear will be incremented by 1. Rear is how much? Rear is also -1 at first. So rear will be incremented by 1. That will be how much? Again that will be 0. So front is equal to 0. Rear is equal to also 0. Now the element that is taken from the keyboard, that will be inserted at Q at the rear end. The insertion or the NQ operation will be done at the rear end. So Q of rear element will be assigned Q of rear. Q of rear is how much? 0. Q of 0 is equal to the element. Suppose the element is 10. So 10 will be assigned Q of 0. So here we have assigned a new element that is inserted at this end. This is the rear end. So this element will be inserted. You can insert another element. Again the rear value will be incremented. Rear value will be how much? Rear will be 1. Previously it was -1, that is incremented, that is 0. Then that will be again incremented, that will be -1. Sorry, that will be 1. Then Q of 1. Q of 1 is this location. You can insert another element here. So this is the NQ operation using array. Now suppose there are 4 elements here. Now R value is equal to 4 this location, and F value is equal to 0 this location. Now for the DQ operation, to delete the element or delete any element, the deletion or the DQ operation will be done at the front end. This is the front end, F, this is the front end. So first you have to check the underflow condition. If rear is equal to -1, if rear is equal to -1, that means there is no element. If rear is not equal to -1, that means rear points to something else. Here that rear points to this location for 4. So that means that is no underflow condition, you can delete the element. Now Q front, this is the front end, Q of front end will be deleted, that will be assigned to element and that will be displayed. So now this element will be deleted. Now after that, this pointer value or F value should be incremented, that should point to this location. So here that's why we have incremented the value front plus plus. This loop will continue, then 20 will be deleted, then 30 will be deleted, then 40 can be deleted, then front value will be incremented. Now front points to this one, then front will be pointing to this location. Suppose this location is 5, so front will point to this location and rear points to this location. That's why there is no element. If front is greater than rear, this is another condition you must write while checking the underflow condition. So if front is greater than rear, if all the elements are deleted, then also this is the underflow condition. That means front is 5, rear is 4. That means front is greater than rear. In this case also, this case rear is equal to -1 or front is greater than rear. In that case also this is the underflow condition. Okay, now there is another operation to display, to access the elements. Here also you have to check the underflow condition. If rear is equal to -1 or, this is the or, logical or, front is greater than rear. Similar to this algorithm, rear is equal to -1 or front is greater than rear. This is the empty queue. Otherwise you can display. You have to access the element from the front end. This element will be displayed first, then the second element will be displayed, then the third element. So this is the front value, that is the front value F. So front value will be assigned to another variable I, and that will increment from I to rear. Front first this value will be displayed, so Q of I value will be displayed. I is how much? Front value. Front is how much? 0. So Q of 0 value will be displayed. Q of 0 value is how much? 10. Then that loop will continue. I value will be incremented. Again check I, that is how much? 1. 1 is less than equal to rear. Yes, that condition is true. 1 is less than equal to this one is rear value here. This is 5. So this one is 50. Okay. So 1 is less than 5, condition is true, then Q of 1 will be displayed, then 20 will be displayed. First it was 10, then 20 will be displayed. Like that all the elements will be displayed. This is the display function. Okay. So these are the NQ operation and DQ operation. These are the two important operations in Q using the array. If you have any doubt, you can ask the question in the comment section.